That is definitely a fucking potato. What the fuck? Why is there a potato in my yard? I've just seen that as well. Fortunately, that tree is not in my yard, so I don't fucking flipping give a damn, but... the fuck is going on out there? Jesus, where's all this shit coming from? There's something down there as well. Potato, plastic, bag. Potato, plastic, bag. What the fuck? So the weather's starting to warm up again, right? It's now March. But what I've realised is I really slowed down during February. It's like, you know those frogs who slow down when you freeze them? Like their metabolism and everything slows down. I think that happened with me. And I basically just slowed onto autopilot for most of February. Still, hey, bright blue sunshine, just been for a walk. Only to do some scanning, but it's nice out there. Or maybe I'm only feeling warm because the heating's been on for 2 days. Worryingly. Yeah, looking at you, radiator. You know magpies, right? And the superstition that you're supposed to salute them. Well, there's one, well, it's flown off now, but there was one over there somewhere. And I was thinking, when are you supposed to salute them? Are you supposed to salute them when you yourself see the magpie, or when the magpie sees you? Curious question. I don't know the answer. Is there an answer? Not a clue. Not a clue, dear boy, not a clue. Lovely day, isn't it? Beautiful. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hiya, Georgie. What a nice boat. Would you like it back? You look like a nice little boy. I bet you got a lot of friends. Georgie? Georgie? Come back, Georgie. Georgie! 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 Come back, Georgie. I need you. I miss you, Georgie. Fuck it.
Okay, the weird stuff in the yard is getting weirder. Now, there's a chip thing there, a chip tray, which could have blown in on the wind, fine. It's been windy. But also, those. And yes, I do need to clean my windows. Look, 2 glasses. Carefully placed, they've not been placed there by accident. As well as the aforementioned potato, which, God, I need to go out there and get rid of that. But yeah, what the fuck? Oh, and there's the chip tray as well. I need to clean my windows. Okay, so I've been having trouble with those neighbours, yeah? And I've been hearing people outside gathering. Like late at night and shit. Sometimes. I'm wondering if they're going in our yard. Climbing over the fence and just using it. I think it's time I should be getting rid of this mop on my head. This is getting a bit long as well. It's becoming... well, it's starting to look like there's a creature nesting on my face. So it's time to cut it short. It's been a year now. So yeah, let's cut it short. Okay, this looks really weird because my face has shrunk about 5 inches. I mean, it's gone from being like that to like that. I didn't realise my face was so round. Okay, next job, sort the mop on top. This could turn into a problem. Okay, I didn't realise how short the razor would cut it, but I kinda like that. That is swish. Cool. I look sort of human instead of a fur creature. Of course, there's the other usual problem which needs sorting desperately, but the dentists aren't open at the minute. You know what, I might not even be able to get that sorted for years yet. Still, at least I look human. I've been thinking, dear boy, that you need a good probing. Not that. No. We're going to need to fight these creatures somehow. So what we need is the artifact. What artifact? That's not important. What is important is that right now it's in Universe 75. You mean where the creatures are? Precisely. We're going to need to find a way to get it. We need to get that artifact, get it to 1025. And we need to use it to fight the creatures. Oof. Well, how about first we, that may help me think. Or if not, it wastes half an hour. I want to start by saying I have no idea what this recipe is. All I know is it's a kind of pudding, it involves magic, and I've known about it since I was going to say small, but smaller than I am now. about as high as my knee, maybe. Back when I didn't have stuff growing out of my face. There you go, you want it just about sort of like that. Sort of a nice sort of sloppy but firm kind of batter. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Don't worry if there's anything left in the bowl, you can always lick that up later. That's what she said, James, that's what she said. It's always gotta be sex, hasn't there, James? Always gotta be sex. I mean, I don't know where this comes from, so for all I know, it could be something like a Tudor aphrodisiac. I really have no idea where it comes from. It's just a magic recipe I've known since I was, well, as I said, less furred in the face. Now for the magic, before you put it in a preheated oven, 200 degrees C. There's an important spell you've got to use for this, okay? Nakadi mam, dwivim eisiau is gol hefu. Right? Nak ydi mam, dwivim eisiau hefu. Got that? Okay. Nak ydi mam, dwivim eisiau hefu. Right, so once you've performed the spell, get it in the oven, 200 degrees C, for about 20 to 25 minutes, and this is looking worrying. It shouldn't be doing that. Right, you can either eat that straight away, or you can, oh, bum me custard's come out. It's leaked through the greaseproof paper, which is not good, so I don't know how this is going to work. Ooh. James, you know that Winston Churchill's a racist, genocidal maniac, right? Yeah. Well, I've ever thought, maybe you should drop the Churchill. No! Because that's my name. I mean, yeah, you could just go with Patrick, but what do you suggest I go with? Morphison? I wasn't going to suggest that. I wasn't going to suggest that. In fact, you'd look weird if you did that. But Winston Churchill was a racist, genocidal maniac, and no. By the by, I've had an idea regarding the death warrant. It's not going to look good if we're trying to prove that nobody is above the law if we're stealing the death warrant. So, what we need is we need a scapegoat. Somebody to steal the death warrant for us. And then we take it from them. And oh no, the death warrant's disappeared. Bigger talking point. Turn it into this big mystery. Where did the death warrant of Charles I go? I know just the scapegoat. Ladies and gentlemen of Scotland, the sock puppet that was controlling the evil Sassenach Boris Johnson is dead. But the evil Sassenach himself is still in power and still breaking the law. Ladies and gentlemen of Scotland, we cannot allow this to stand. We cannot allow the law to be broken. We must take down the evil Sassenach. To this end, I propose we, the people of Scotland, do something radical. We prove that nobody is above the law, and we do this by stealing the death warrant of Charles the First.